Hello everybody and welcome back to AlexElliottGolf, and welcome to the channel if you're a brand new viewer. Don't forget to subscribe and give this content a thumbs up. So today's video is all about how we can add yards throughout our golf game. I've got my driver here, but everybody is looking to strive for more distance, whether it be off the tee, with their fairway woods, with their irons. We're all looking to hit it as far as we possibly can without losing our accuracy. But if we could all add 10-15 yards to our golf game, we'd definitely be very happy with how we're playing. So today we're going to talk through 3 simple steps of how we can improve and how we can hit our ball further off the tee with our irons, so throughout the whole golf game, how we can add yards. So the first thing I want to talk about is how we're going to grip this golf club. Now we all will be aware of grip pressure. We don't want to feel like we're strangling this golf club. So if I said to you now, and you could do this actually watching this video, if you were to grab the TV remote and you were to strangle it and then you feel like letting go, we'd want to feel like our grip pressure is roughly about 6 to possibly 7 out of 10. Now, if we've got a nice grip pressure here and a nice 6 out of 10 grip pressure, it really allows me to be really nice and loose throughout the golf swing. The tighter I grip this club, the harder it is for me to, it gains tension up my arms, my shoulders, the harder it is for me to turn to the top. It's almost like I'm guiding the golf club through. It doesn't allow me to freewheel through impact. So that'd be the first point I want you to think about, is just really feeling like my grip pressure is 6 out of 10. 6 or 7 out of 10 will be my absolute key area for you to be. Now, before we move on to the second point, I just want to touch on grip a bit further. Now, if we're someone that grips this golf club in the palm, so we'd see this palmy grip and we'd see this kind of golf club sticking out the end here, and it wouldn't be on this padded area of my glove here, and it's not in the fingers. So if I've got a palmy grip here, and you can do this as well, this is a really good test. If my palmy grip, if I really struggle to hinge my wrist here at address. And if we can't hinge our wrist, it's very hard for us to hinge it during the backswing. And then from there, it's very hard for us to unwind and create the power we're looking for if you've got a really good grip. So this is the test now. Let's make sure we've got the club more in our fingers and feeling like the padded area of our glove here and the padded area of our hand is sitting on top. So the club is less in our palm and our padded area is sitting on top of the grip here. And then I want you just to take the test here. We're going to hold it up. And we're going to let go here with every finger apart from our first finger. And that is a really good key to whether we've got a palmy grip, it falls out, or we've got a correct grip with our pad on top. And that really makes a difference in terms of hinging. You've seen there the absolute flexibility and be able to hinge the wrist is really compromised if the grip isn't taken correctly. So that is my first point. Make sure the grip pressure is correct and make sure we've not got a palmy grip. Without that palmy grip, we can feel that this club is hinged and we can feel that we've released this golf club a lot easier through impact, and with a better release it's more club head speed, and that will add yardage to your golf game as well as a nice set on the way back. So point number 1 would always be grip. Let's make sure we've got the correct grip, not in the palms, and we've got the correct grip pressure to match. For me, if we've got it in the nice padded area in the club in our fingers, we actually can soften our grip pressure. If it's in our palms, we've got to really strangle it to keep our hands on the golf club. So point number 1 is grip. Point number 2 now is really one that I like to call the long swoosh. So if we take our backswing now and we swing to the top, I see a lot of people almost put the power on too early at the top of their backswing, go into impact and everything's all lost. We're all off balance, we're swinging the club all over the place, we've not got a really nice gather of speed into impact. So this is all about transition for me. I almost want to feel, as I swing the club to the top, we're going to take a nice almost Matsuyama style pause. We're not going to pause, but that's the feeling we want to have. Then from here, I want you to imagine a rev counter. I want you to imagine that this club is going to gather speed into impact. We're not going to feel like we strangle it and swing down hard from the top. We're going to feel like we create that long swoosh from transition and we gather. So we imagine now our fastest point of our club head is happening down right at the golf ball. It's not up here and we've let it all go. We want to imagine that we're going to gather this club head into impact. And a really good way of doing this is for me is to turn your golf club upside down and take it in both hands. So a lot of people that I see and people that feel like they want to hit it a long way, I always see a short swoosh and not a lot of power down at the bottom. And I want you to feel that you're going to create a long swoosh. You can see the difference here. I want you to feel that you're going to create that throughout the swing. So you can see here, you can hear this wind throughout here. And that is the feeling I want you to create. A nice smooth transition into a long swoosh into impact. So point number 2 is all about a feeling of you creating the long swoosh. So it's not a short, sharp one. It's a long swoosh gather into impact. So that conceptualized feeling that we're going from rev counter low to high through into impact. Now, the final piece of the puzzle is really one that I want to get a few props in here for and put some alignment sticks down to help you understand if we can get this body moving better, how we can ultimately swing this golf club faster. So this is the final piece of the puzzle. We've got the grip and we understand now how we're going to try and create a nice smooth transition and a long swoosh into impact. Now, what I want you to do is I want you to get 2 different colours of alignment sticks and place them in a crisscross, and you're going to feel like we're going to stand over this, and this with a driver, but you can do this with an iron, and you're going to feel like these, and the crisscross is going to happen right underneath your chest. So we can see here I've got those 2 sticks down in front of me and feeling like the crisscross is happening underneath my chest. So what I'm looking for here is both of these, it really needs to be a 45-degree angle if we did a straight line up from our chest to behind the golf ball with an iron, behind the golf ball with a driver, sorry, but onto the golf ball with an iron. And from here, the really key points is to understand what we're trying to do with this body throughout the backswing and downswing. Now, a lot of people that try and create power, and this would link to that kind of short swoosh, not the long swoosh, is feeling like we very armsy backswing, armsy follow through, and a very unbalanced finish. So what we're looking to do here to make it a more of a body move is to feel like now as we swing back, less arms, we're going to get this body, a lower half and upper half, really trying to feel like they disassociate a little bit. I'm going to swing to the top, so we're looking to match our hips down the blue, and then we're really trying to feel like our right shoulder points down behind the golf ball with driver, but it'll be onto the golf ball with an iron. So you can see here if I swing to the top, feel like my hips are down the blue. Now this is over exaggerated, but it's just a drill. If we can get somewhere close to here, then we're really going to get a really nice hip turn, a nice shoulder turn, so we're looking for 45 with the hips, 90 with the shoulders, and then on the way down, if we could create the opposite. So what I mean by this is we swing to the top, nice turn, into impact. If we could feel like our hips are now pointing down the red, we'd be in a place where now we're actually getting a really nice opening action with the hands coming up to the golf ball, through into an impact. Instead of the scooping action up into the air, we start to achieve this flat lead wrist now into impact with the help and aid of the body moving better. So now, this is what's great about this. I actually hit shots of this, so I can swing to the top, feeling like my hips are down the blue, shoulders down towards the golf ball, on the way through, the opposite, feeling like now I'm turning, trying to feel like my hips are going to sort of be down this red line. Now, like I said, these are 2 very extreme angles. If we get somewhere close to this, we can start understanding how we're going to get a better turn on the way back. Shoulders 90, feel like the hips are 45, and then from here, want to feel like we're opening up with the hips, through to a nice finish. So we're trying to make sure we're activating this body. We've got the hips and shoulders and bottom half working exactly how we want them to work. So let's hit this one now for you. So again, got my grip, I'm feeling like a long smooth swoosh, but really making sure my body's moving exactly how I want it to be. Hips down the blue, hips down the red. That was a really nice hit for me. And that is definitely how I'm going to hit it further with driver. I've got a really nice turn on the way back, smooth into transition, down into impact, and got a really nice launch. I actually got it just above the sweet spot as well, which is how you get that high launch and low spin. So what I would do before you hit one, I just want you to put this club across your chest. And this could be your iron or your driver. I'm really trying to feel like now, as we turn back, our trail leg feels like it's straightened slightly. We sit into that right hip. Shoulders are pointing down towards the golf ball. And then we're feeling like our hips are pointing down this blue line. We're going to try and feel we've got 45 degrees of the hips, 90 degrees of the shoulders. And we're feeling like we're losing flex in that trail leg. And that really allows us to sit into that right side, get the body activated, and be really understanding of how we're body aware. Being body aware instead of feeling like we're swinging with the arms makes a huge difference. Because now if we can move this body better, we start to see less of this swing towards the back and this lead arm feeling like it bends, and we get this position here. I see this position a lot here, and definitely this not straight left arm, but definitely bent at the top as a result of not getting that full body turn. So you can imagine now, good body turn, wider arc equals more power out on the golf course, regardless of what club it is. So let's briefly summarize before we end this video. Let's make sure our grip's not in the palms, and we've got the correct grip pressure, 6 or 7 out of 10. Second point would be feeling like we turn the golf upside down and feel like we create that long swoosh into impact. And finally, really trying to feel like we get a correct hip turn and shoulder turn throughout the backswing. Feel like we're sitting into that right hip, shoulders 90, hips 45, back into impact, feeling like the hips are opening up, matching the red line, through into a nice balanced finish. And if we can do this with this actually down the floor when we're hitting shots, I think it's valuable. These are kind of your brief reminders of what you're trying to achieve. Yes, they are extreme, but we've sometimes got to do the opposite to find that middle ground. Thank you for watching today's video on Alex Elliott Golf. If you like this content, guys, don't forget to subscribe and give it a thumbs up. See you next time on Alex Elliott Golf.